Just don't be thinking of this shit. This man over here talking about he set his hand on fire. I wonder if they can hear that on my live. I gotta stop this shit. If that dude trick. But yeah, like I said, trying to relate to each other to find understanding gonna put a nigga in a position to where it's gonna be hard for you to get upset or cause like the only reason why I say that because like we were saying with the depression and anxiety, getting upset and all that type of shit, like that shit lead down them paths. You know what I'm saying? Not to say, oh, you go on one of them paths, you wrong. Like, no, you gotta learn how to. I'm trying to give you directions to make it back, or the hell where you going to. Let you know where you at. You know what I'm saying? Those type of things. But at the end of the day, a lot of that shit, we already be on the path too. Some of us come down here depressed, or I wouldn't even say come down here, cause I keep on saying like it's a lot that happen when you a baby that motherfuckers can't account for and don't want to talk about a lot of times. I mean, not can't account for, but at the moment they can't recollect, so they can't account for it right now. So they just be like, no, it's when this happened. Like, but nigga, what if certain shit happened while you was a baby that you just can't remember? It got you like, man, I like this type of shit, or got you like, I don't like this type of shit. But it's just like when people don't tap into their childhood, they can't figure out their adult dramas. Shit, just imagine shit, you can't tap into your infant time when people was doing shit around you. Like even thinking about this, people be doing stuff around little babies because they feel like the baby don't know what the hell going on. So just imagine how much shit a nigga absorbed back in our time when we was babies. But I look at it like with my parents, they was like a little different. It was like you a baby, cause like I seen them with other people's babies. You know what I mean? But it was more like you a baby, I ain't finna do nothing around your ass. Cause we was in them times, you expose the kids to some shit, and then they become that shit, and you can't get mad. Versus now, it's like they don't know what's going on, they ain't gonna think nothing of it. But nigga, you just made me comfortable with it, cause even when I didn't know what was going on, it was around me. They probably can't even hear me, cause I got this thing on Bigo going. I'm finna turn that shit off. Oh, that's a little baby. It's closed again. Little baby at the end of the block. Well, alright. Sure you not coming? Careful, careful. Oh, let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair. Come over here to the round table. We about to break it all down. So we about to what? Break bread right now. So look, as you can see, we were chopping it about that depression, anxiety, and basically just trying to find understanding. You feel me? Anxiety, and basically just trying to find understanding. You feel me? And what will be becoming of one to find understanding folk. You feel me? So when it comes to dealing with the different issues in life, we tend to, reflect on them different. Some of us tend to, want to ignore the problems and become disassociated with it. So we, tend to go down the path of depression where it's like, it was a post where it said, when you're depressed, you don't care about nothing. When you have anxiety, you care too much about everything. So a lot of us, and our way of coping is to act as though or to tell ourselves that we don't care. And I imagine that to be like a damn holding up water, right? After so long of that dam holding up this water, this natural flow, even the dam breaks. You know what I'm saying? Like they have to maintenance these dams on a regular. So as much as we like, man, whatever, the dam where I'm from, man, never broke or da 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 da. Believe it or not, it has. People have to maintenance them things. You feel me? So when it comes to the dam breaking, it's because the dam was holding up the natural flow to begin with. So eventually, that natural flow breaks through, and here comes the water. So imagine yourself like the dam, and that natural flow of emotion coming through after so many years of you telling yourself you don't care. You know what I'm saying? So let's take the time for us to fulfill self and to realize that we do care about these things, to realize that we do have feelings that need to be addressed in a proper manner. And quite frankly, proper manner can be in the form of taking a day off. You know, don't have to be no reason. Don't have to be nobody's birthday. Sure, but it might be your new birthday. You know what I'm saying? Take that time to rebirth oneself and come back reinvigorated to do the things that we know we intended to do. Because for a lot of us, we know we ain't trying to be working forever, but it's a means to an end towards the goals that we trying to pursue. So let's not get comfortable or so bogged down with the commitment of work that we become stagnant towards our goals. You know, some of us, we need to add to the list. Go, fire my boss. Fire my boss. Because in order for me to do what I was intended to do this lifetime, I must press through and not let nothing stop my light. And quite frankly, when we have things to do, per se, 8 hours out the day, it tends to be a hindrance towards the things that are of creativity and will lead you in the direction of your passion, as well as dealing with this anxiety. Let's deal with that portion of it, you feel me? Anxiety, remember, anxiety comes from caring a lot about a lot, you feel me? So, with anything, there's gotta be balance, family, you feel me? Gotta be balanced. So, when you have an overindulgence of passion on any particular topic, life has a way of balancing you out. And at that point, that's when anxiety sets in. A lot of us, when the anxiety sets in, we get nervous because we know we're feeling a change in temperature or a change in mood. But for a lot of us, this change in mood is so rapid or so powerful that, you know, we stop our feet as though we're hitting a wall. But truth be told, it's decision-making time. You know, like my brother Chris Jackson say with them stocks, it's DMT, decision-making time. So when we get to a certain peak or a certain drop, it's time that we be sensitive enough to pay attention to recognize that it's time to make a decision. It's not time for us to fold in the pocket of having so many choices. Yeah, I had to think about myself on that one because a lot of times, you know, I would tend not to order things or eat certain foods. Get to order certain foods because so many options. After a while, I just be like, man, bruh, I'm having option anxiety. Like, I don't know which one I want to eat. You feel me? But you know, family, that shit can be dangerous because your ass cannot make a decision. For one, you cut yourself off from nourishment. For two, you know, with the leadership qualities that we are to pursue and to possess, being indecisive will really put you at a handicap. Because at some point you have to make a decision, family, in this life. At some point you have to recognize that this is not a bad thing, yet an opportunity for you to manifest and mold your life. Again, I'm reminded of certain experiences such as, you know, the things I was going through with my kids and still desiring to be the father, the spiritual advisor in their life. And it would be times that, you know, I would feel like it's just meant for me to provide a certain input to my ex-wife, but would always come in the form of, you know, a lot of give and take. You know, sometimes it would seem like she was listening to me, and then for as much as she was listening to me, it would seem like she would be pulling back. You know, like, dang, hold on, I ain't supposed to be taking your word no more. You know, I don't mess with you no more. Like, you know, the different things that we try to do to reinvent ourselves as well as move on with our lives. So when I think about those things, I recognize how a lot of people have a hard time making decisions. I recognize how a lot of people try to cope with different things in our life by telling ourselves that we don't care. But like that damn, you'll be damned if you don't constantly just maintenance your life. You know, life is always gonna have a natural flow of occurrences your way. But it's all on how you look at these occurrences, whether or not the opportunities pushing you towards a direction that you are already trying to go. You know, certain prize fighters, they will, in order to get to the championship goal that they actually wanted to pursue, they will fight certain people just to prepare themselves. And it's the same thing with this life, you feel me? Life is putting you through certain ropes, putting you in the ring with certain people just to prepare you. Just to prepare you for the big fight. But listen, when it comes time for the big fight, you gotta give a big fight too. But you give that big fight daily by putting one foot in front of the other, taking them steps each day towards your goal. Consistency will always help you get to a point or a tendency of results. You feel me? And once you create a funnel of results, success is inevitable. Personally, when all possibilities are all present at once, success is just waiting on everybody else to recognize it at that point. Whether that's you, the people that you want to see you making your moves, whoever. It's like a flower opening up. Each petal represents a level of progression. Each petal represents a level of progression. Or like the stem of a plant that alternates. One that way, one up a little further that way. You feel me? Each level representing a certain level of progress. Again, you can take this life as an opportunity, or you can take this life as something that's worth complaining about. Cause I'm telling you right now, when you spend the majority of your time trying to find things to complain about, your mind will find things to complain about. But if you want, just if you want, to take a walk on the wild side of abundance, just maybe, you'll see your mind will give you the same thing, the same opportunities for what you seek. So if you seek to see the abundance in life, your mind will definitely show you the abundance of this life. Because life is full of abundance. And the moment that you sit back and you hate or you wait on somebody else to do it for you, you forfeit and you forego the opportunity for you to feel the power, which is you. How often in this life when you, what's up with a king? Do I got some? Nah. How often in this life when you see opportunity, do you look at it and you say, man, I don't even feel like getting up. I don't feel like doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you gotta recognize at the end of the day, it's not always gonna feel good. It's not gonna always feel good when you start out. You know, you building a foundation to a house that first day, unless you understand what you're doing, it's gonna feel like you just put a slab of concrete down. But when you're grateful for the opportunity to build each level, you do it with pride. And when you look at that house and once it's finished, you can tell the difference between when somebody said, man, let's hurry up and get this foundation down. Shoot, within less time than normal, you see cracks in that foundation. Because they were so caught up in trying to hurry up and build it without paying attention to the design or the intentions that they put in the building. See, the know-how is one thing, but the separation between those that are great and those who just know how to make it look good is the passion, the intent they put behind everything they do. See, I don't know about y'all, but I know about me, and I feel like this. We all want to be remembered. But I'm telling you now, they don't remember those who have stepped. They don't remember those who chose to carbon copy themselves after somebody else. Those that are remembered are those who be themselves. You feel me? Those who be themselves. So, family, be you. That's great enough. That is great enough. You think when these people on this wall over here came into this life, they knew what their lives would amount to? But yet and still, through them being themselves, here we are. You remember those people who took the time to just be themselves. I'm gonna tell y'all, like I always tell y'all, I love you as myself, and it ain't nothing you can do about it, because we are one. We are one. The things that affect me, they affect you. The things that affect you definitely affect me. I won't even lie to you, homie. I won't even lie to you. I don't play no games with you. I tell you things that I do myself, as well as things that I know will help. Should this be the type of help that you need? But most of all, I know everybody needs encouragement for somebody to say, I see you. And right now, with me speaking to your struggle and my struggle, this is my way of saying I see you. If y'all ain't already sub, hit that subscription button, hit that like button, that notification bell, fill it all the way in so we can all stay in tune and be encouraged by each other's moves. I ain't gotta hate on you to do what I gotta do. And truth be told, we gonna meet up along this road. So I look forward to meeting y'all. I appreciate y'all. And right now my goal is to fire my boss. No disrespect. But it's time for me to get all my respect back. As well as my kids need me to raise them. You feel me? And have more time to give them. So that's my pursuit. It's my pursuit. And if you feel where I'm coming from, mess with me because I mess with you. Show some love. Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all tell people about the good news that we are the latest and the greatest. You feel me? And guess what? We don't gotta fake it. All we gotta do is just be ourselves and let it come out. Cause the power is latent. Yeah, it's within you. It's latent within you. Shout out to my bro. Azar. Been a minute, King. Appreciate you though. Make sure y'all share this. Like I said, we out, man. Appreciate y'all joining me on my morning walks. You know what I'm saying? Hit them comments, say what's up. This is my way of saying what's up to y'all. Kinfo. Let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair, come over here to the round table. We about to break it all down. We just what? Broke bread right now. Peace.